circle is round, it has no ends. That's how long I want to be your friend. Silver and gold. I don't know the rest of it. We're drinking... Not that song. We're drinking Endless Circle today, which is a mixed culture ale with white peaches and nectarines. The last mixed culture ale we had was Corpse Pose.
So hold on. Before you are like, what are you doing to my rectum? Let me just assure you, the other one was Duvermund. That was barrel aged, and so I was like, no, let's not do that again.
I thought it was Corpse Pose that we... Yeah,
yes, it was this, but so I saw barrel aged again, and I was like, I'm going to lay out the barrel aged.
But who knows if it was the barrel aged
or the mixed culture?
We'll find out today. You won't know, but we will know in about 45 minutes. Corpse Pose killed us. Anyone who had it killed us. So I don't, it's still up there, so maybe... who's to say?
Who's to say?
Who's to say?
Who's to say?
Another thing I have to get off my chest.
Sure.
Before we dive into this Endless Circle beer is
Sure.
YouTube age restricted one of our videos.
Oh, that's fun. Did it say why?
Something about controlled goods, and that means in relation to making, selling. They didn't actually mention alcohol, even though alcohol does fall into that category. What they mentioned was nicotine and THC. This happened to be on our Homegrown number 8 episode. Shout out to that podcast about a year ago, 10 months ago, actually.
Okay.
And if you don't know, 10 months ago is October time frame, and we may or may not have had a bunch of hops spewed across our desk. And I think YouTube's
weed
or person is
stupid as fuck.
Yeah, I was going to use a redacted word. I'll just say redacted.
I'll just say it. A dumb cunt. Yeah.
You're going to get us in trouble again with YouTube.
Good.
So yeah.
That's fun.
Endless Circle.
Glad to know YouTube's watching us. Endless Circle. It's a bit tart and orangey.
I did not expect it to be this tart.
Yeah, it's a bit tart.
I expected like a smooth, peachy vibe.
Me too.
It's very tart.
Yeah, I don't get a lot of peach. I honestly get more orange, but maybe that's just because the tartness is like pushing me.
Well, it's the white
citrus.
nectarine.
Oh, okay, yeah. That checks out.
But it's like 100 nectarine and like 0 peach.
Yeah, maybe like
95.5.
Like a sliver of the rind of a peach. Yeah.
Granted, orange flavors, nectarine flavors are so much more powerful than peach, so it kind of makes sense. But
sure.
It's like 95.5. They should have said white nectarine and white peach instead of white peach and white nectarine.
Agreed. Yeah. It's like the ingredients list. You list what you have the most of first.
Yeah, and maybe they do have the most peach, but they forgot that nectarine is so much more powerful. So
true. Very true.
What is this clocking in at?
A hot 6.3.
That's pretty hefty, I think.
Offers,
it's probably standard.
Well, for something like as light as this is, I would say, yeah.
I really don't like the sours going probably above 6, personally.
I don't know.
I want something more in the pale lager range when I think of a sour. Or a wild ale, or whatever you want to call it.
As much as we've dipped our toes into the lake that is soured saison and all that shit, I really still feel like I don't have a grasp on it at all. And maybe that's because I don't care to, and I'm not even trying to.
Yeah.
Is probably it, because we've had a handful of these kinds of beers now where
more than a couple handfuls.
Right. So probably should be kind of getting the hang of things with this, but no, still not.
You don't know where I don't know where range is or anything.
Yep, I don't know where anything sits when it comes to what I prefer.
I just noticed that so Corpse Pose really screwed my stomach. But generally speaking, it doesn't sit well with me when they're 8 and up.
I get that.
And this I think is probably going to be fine.
Yeah.
I don't think what was Corpse Pose at?
That was 7.
Yeah, see,
It's right there on the line, where you're
It
like,
is.
because gosh, if you're like 7.5, 8 for a beer like that, like fuck.
I just kind of want like a lighter, brighter experience at like 5.5%. Like this,
Yeah, I get.
to me, the flavor is very tart.
Yeah.
And it's got a hefty body, even though it's got a good carb to help balance it out. But it is a pretty hefty body for like a sour ale.
I feel like it's like the taste is hefty, but the feel isn't. Like the feel is still like pretty light. You disagree?
Yeah, try it again. Try it again, focusing on the feel.
All right.
I think it's got like almost like an orange juice feel to it. It's got a good carb and it's very cold, which is nice, but
Yeah, I don't know. It's just it's not too much for me personally. I don't know.
agree to disagree.
Sure.
Let us know what you think if you end up trying it.
Do you taste the peaches at all? Because we don't. Really. Maybe.
What would you rate this?
I think I'm like I don't know. I'm somewhere between like a B- and a C+.
Okay.
Somewhere in there. Like I feel like it's pretty decent.
I'm a B+.
Yeah. Okay.
I typically like the more tart sour ale, so I was shocked by it at first. Now I'm like into it a little bit. And
Yeah.
I like this.
I also think, and not even just for the reason to get rid of it, but the faster you drink it, the more your like tongue has time to like normalize what's going on here. Because I feel like if you wait too long, then it's almost kind of shocking every time you go to take a drink. At least for us, because
Yeah.
we're more bitter people in
Yeah,
more
I-
ways than one.
I think if this was lighter and a little bit easier to drink, it would be an A for me because
Yeah.
I like the tartness. I like the flavors going on.
I'm with you.
So yeah, really like that's the only thing I would improve on it. But the flavor kind of vibe that it's got, I like.
This is a pretty nice summer beer. I mean, it's not the hottest day. The sun's trying to peek out, but
You're good.
no, we're fine. Yeah. Thanks, Buzz. So, yeah.
See you next week.
Later.